Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here, and welcome to another flea market haul. Everything that I'm going to be sharing with you today came from the Warren County Indoor Fair Flea Market in Front Royal, Virginia. So after my last visit to the flea market in Edinburgh, I was looking for other places that I could go that were somewhat close. So I believe I headed from the flea market in Edinburgh to Front Royal. And it started off slow. Like I walked in, I picked up a basket like I usually do, and I'm walking through a couple of the aisles. I see some kind of flea markety type junk, or just some things priced at what it's worth and such. And then I find my first item in a booth that's full of older things, and it was a lady sitting on a book, and it was a bank, and I want to say it was like $20. I was able to look things up, thankfully, so I didn't have to worry about taking too many chances on things. I didn't see anything similar to it on eBay or any other auction site, so I ended up putting that one piece back, because if it had been like maybe $5, $10, $12, I may have just taken a chance on it, but since it wasn't, I left it. Nonetheless, as I slowly started working my way through the few rows that were in this establishment, I did start finding some things. I wound up spending, I think, $170, or maybe a little bit less than that. I can't remember off the top of my head because this has been since the end of December, like right before the new year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Most items that are available to be sold on eBay are listed. So if you are interested in any of the items that are eBayable, the link to my eBay store is down in the description. Now, some things are going to be for myself as well, and other things I'm probably going to wait and sell them at a different time. But let's go ahead and jump right in. You probably noticed these 3 hurricane lamp shades. I picked these up for only $2 a piece. And the reason that I grabbed them was because probably well over a year ago, I found this really cool Anchor oil lamp at one of my indoor peddler's malls here. And not that I'm not crazy about this cranberry flash shade, but I wanted a clear one to, I just think it would look cooler with that on there, personally. But unfortunately, the ends of these are too wide to fit in here, so I needed a little bit smaller. But you know what? If I find other oil lamps that need those shades, it was a win-win situation whether they fit this or not, because sometimes when you need those, you just can never find them. So I was more than happy to pick those up for $2 a piece. So let me get these out of the way here so they don't break. All right, so I'm sure you guys are probably seeing her in the doll stand. We have a Kim Possible toy doll. The head is made of rubber, and she's very heavy. Her head is extremely heavy. So I have to be careful how she's situated in here, because look, she'll do that. Let me just take her out of here so y'all can see her. So Kim Possible was a very popular Disney show, I think from the late 90s into the early 2000s. I remember watching a few episodes of it on Disney Channel. Prices were all over for this. I did wind up spending $3 on it. I believe I listed it for $15. So that's about 5 times more than what I spent for it, and I don't think I have offers open on that, because I'm kind of just hoping to get the 15 for that. I do like collecting ashtrays from different places. This one is for the Best Western Hotel. You know, some of these old ashtrays, depending on whether or not the place is still around or not, can command quite a bit of money. Of course, Best Westerns are still around, but they don't give out ashtrays. So I wound up picking that up because I like finding the ones from like the Holiday Inn and all the hotels. I have a couple from Howard Johnson's motels and such. So those are just fun to find when you can get them for a couple of dollars. This bottle right here caught my attention. It says Lake Beverages on it. I thought it was really, really cool. I loved the contrast of the green on the white. Oops, sorry, that's not showing very well. And it's in really good condition. I thought it was a rather unusual bottle. So I did wind up picking that up. And that too is available in my eBay store. I know that some people do collect the bottles, and depending on subject matter, rarity, unusual, they can command a little bit of money. So I grabbed that. I spotted this piece of blue glass, and you guys know that I love my teal, aqua, and blue. So I picked this beauty up for myself. I believe it is a hand-blown piece because there's the smoothed out pontil. It's got an applied handle. Got that for only $5. Based on the booth that it was in, I was thinking it was going to be like 12 or 15, and no, I was pleasantly surprised to see it for $5. So that's why that came home with me. Now, this is a Bath & Body Works scent. This is called At the Beach. If you all know or don't know, I am a big lover of anything that smells coastal. Like the Waikiki Beach line by Bath & Body Works is probably my favorite scent. At the Beach is a bit different. It still smells good. It's a very nice light scent. Very coastal smelling, of course, hence the name At the Beach. I know that these can be like $15 or something like that retail in the store. I got this for $3. I think I ended up buying that for myself because it was so cheap. I thought I bought it to sell, but when I looked up comps again, I was like, you know what? I might as well just keep that. There is another scent that I really like. It's called Sea Salt Coast. I don't know if Bath & Body makes it anymore, or because I haven't seen it in the stores. Now, granted, I haven't been in the store since late January, I think right around the time that I went to this flea market. So I may have to check back in store and see if that's a line they will get again, because I would really like to have that Sea Salt Coast, because I have some of the lotion, and it smells so good. It's not potent, it's not musky. There are certain scents that are out there that, not just from Bath & Body Works, but from like even the stuff we sell at Marshall's and other places, that you smell it and it's just way too overpowering. And I don't like scents that are loud like that. Like, I like a scent that smells good, but it's not gonna like overwhelm somebody if they come near me. Now, granted, that can also be you spray too much of it on you, but there are certain things that you just don't need to apply a lot of. Not to go too far into another story, but when I was at the Country Road Antiques in Newmarket, I found some of the Bath & Body Works men's like deodorant sprays, and they smelled good. I want to say they were like $1.50 a piece, and I bought all of them because they were that cheap. And one of them is called Teakwood, and you don't need to spray a lot of the deodorant sprays because it's very potent. And I bought them on chance because I didn't want to spray them in the store for fear somebody had an allergy, or it would be too potent, like I said. So I chanced them and bought them. I like the one. I can't remember the name of it. If I find it, I think I brought it upstairs. I'll let you all know. But the Teakwood one, you just do like a couple of spritzes on your body or like under your arms if you're out and about. So it's not something you need to be like, you need to do like a whole big spritz like you're taking a shower in it. But yeah, some scents I like, and some things are just way too potent and too loud and make me nauseous. So let's move right along here. This little guy caught my attention. I just thought he was cute and fun. Now, I don't know what on earth possessed somebody to make him doing that. Like that just looks like something he needs to be doing in private, not for everybody to be looking at. So can we adjust your arms so you don't look so controversial in my video, please? Well, it doesn't look like I can do anything about it. I'm afraid of breaking him, but that's something about that. You know what? I unwrapped him from the box that he was in, and I looked at it and I was like, I turned my head and I was like, are you trying to give us a white Christmas this year, bud? Because you're working towards it, and we don't need that right now. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. So this is interesting. I have never seen a scent by Chanel called Gabrielle, I'm sorry, not Gabriel. Gabrielle by Chanel, Paris. It is a full bottle. That is listed in my store if you happen to be interested in it. I also found this really cool horse planter. Isn't that really awesome? You could do so many things with these old planters. I think this is probably just a Japanese import piece, but I thought he was awesome, and I know somebody out there is going to absolutely love this. I've got a few of these Starbucks tumblers. I haven't had much luck selling them, but if they're brand new and they look to be something, I will, of course, pick them up. This one is from 2023. It's one of their holiday color-changing cups. As you can see, it is brand new with the tag, and it looks like it originally cost $22.95 in the store. Canada, almost $30. I can't believe that. But I got it for less than $5, so I went ahead and picked that up. It probably is going to sit until Christmas time if anybody would be interested in that. Again, that is listed already in my shop if you are interested. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, got this piece. I was just really attracted to the fact that it's got a pharaoh on it, like Egyptian pharaoh. This says Lulu Patrol, and I wrote down the company that made this. Where is my notes? Oh, here we go. So the company that made this was the Whitehead and Hogue Company, like a hoagie, or Og, maybe it was pronounced Og. I know that says 1907, but I don't think that necessarily means that this is from when this is, that this is necessarily from when it is, from the era that it's from, is what I was trying to say. Words are hard sometimes when I'm filming. But I thought that was interesting, and that had to come home with me. So these are really cool. These are blue candlesticks. They're definitely from the 30s. Ooh, forgive me, that's not showing up very well. It's inverted painted, I guess you could say, where the paint is on the outside. Usually these candlesticks are painted on the inside and not the outside. So they're I think it's not sandblasted, but the paint was blasted on the outside instead of it being on the inside. I got those for like $4, and they're in good condition, so I went ahead and picked those up. So not to go too far off the trail here, but these are the scents that I was talking about not that long ago. This is the Teakwood Bath & Body Works deodorizing spray. It's a little overpowering once you spray it, but once it settles, it's actually very nice. And then this is the Noir stuff. Like I said, these were only like $1.50, and they retail for $12.50 in the store. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Like I said, these are deodorant sprays. You don't need to spray a lot of them. And yeah, so let's get back to the stuff that I wanted to share with y'all. This was really cool. This is a vanity tray, and it's reversible. So you got the black on this side, and then you've got like the silver finish on the other side. So you can have it either way that you want on your dresser or your nightstand or your vanity or wherever. And I've never seen one in that shape before. It's like a flower almost, so I had to pick that up. And then I also found this Telechron GE red clock. I don't know if they tested it or not, or if I tested it. I'm going to have to do that. I don't know where I'll be selling that, or if I will be. I do like the old kitchen clocks, and I hadn't had any luck finding them recently, so that's why I picked that one up. I also grabbed this really awesome bag of Christmas ornaments. Some of these items are modern, and they will be going into the donations pile. But most of these are going to be staying with me, so let's go ahead and see what's in the bag. All right, so here are some of the things that were in that bag. Like I mentioned, some things are going to be donated, and some things I'm going to be holding on to for myself for my own silver tree. So this guy, I think, is very, very new. I don't think he's old at all. It's just one of those gnomes. These were very popular in the last few years. I remember at work, we would get a ton of these for each holiday, you know, ranging all the way from, like, New Year's all the way to Christmas. And then we don't get them anymore, so that must just be a thing of the past now. So I don't know if anybody would just want these or not, but he's probably going to end up being donated. Same with this guy here. He's not terribly old. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold on to him. I'm not sure. He might end up being going in the donate pile. He's made in China, so he's not old. Let's see. What else do we have here? So we have a flocked. I think this is supposed to be Pluto. Looks a little cross-eyed. Some of his flocking is coming off, but, you know, what do you expect with old ornaments? I think these are from the 60s. I could be very wrong about that. This is a strawberry shortcake ornament, and it even has the American Greetings tag on it, made in Taiwan. I might look that up. I don't know if that would have any value. Some strawberry shortcake stuff is worth money. Some of it isn't. But you know, I'll see what happens there. And if not, maybe I'll just bring it to a sale for a few dollars. Somebody might want that if they like strawberry shortcake items. And then I have two of these. Santa, I think these are glass ornaments. I'm not sure if these were handmade in Poland or not. Their caps don't say anything on them. So I don't know if these were maybe something that came out of like a Dollar General ornament lot or something. I'll do my research on them first. If not, they will probably just end up in the donate pile. But we will see on those. And then we've got, it looks like a drummer boy. Got just a stick right in the top of his hat there, so that's cute. And then we've got two of these flocked Santas, tiny little guys here. These, I want to say, probably were wrapped around a candy cane because they have pipe cleaner on the back of them. So those are cute. Then we've got a Mousy Mouse. I think he's missing some of his stickers on his face there, but he's still cute. He's flocked and he's got a pipe cleaner tail. We have a gold pineapple, gold pine cone with a duck head on it. Maybe that was supposed to be a golden goose, maybe? But yeah, that's cool. Then we've got this Santa head right here. I don't know if he was supposed to be on something or what, but he was in there. Then we spotted this lovely lady here. This looks like a fairy or an angel. And she's got a violin and a plastic head and curly blonde hair. And then we've got this lovely angel here. She looks like she's being selfish with her hymnals. So I tried to fix her, adjust her arms here, and the gesture that she makes, she's like, "Don't you read what I'm looking at, Phyllis?" Or, "This is none of your business, Angie." That's just funny. I may find a way to be able to put her on my tree because I do like her. So those were some fun ones. These three have to be my favorite ones that were in there. So we've got a drummer boy pixie, which I thought was super, super cool. Then we've got a drummer Santa Claus pixie. Unfortunately, he is missing one of his styrofoam balls for his drum bashers, I guess you can call them. So that's really, really cute. I can't wait to put that on my Christmas tree. And then we have this lovely lady here. I don't know who she is. She does say all new material, Japan, on her. So I thought those were very, very cool and worth showing. I did also pick up a few necklaces that I thought were really interesting or just were really neat. pick this up so y'all can see it better. Forgive the whitewashing. Let me see if I can focus it better. Yeah, it's probably going to be a little hard to see, but that is a shellfish, a starfish necklace with rhinestones. Might be a little hard to see. That does say, you know what I'm going to do? Just going to, there we go, that's better. It says 925 on it. So that was just a really nice piece, and that was a very good price too for that. So this one, unfortunately, the chain was too long to show it completely on the bust, so I had to kind of lay it over. I really liked the design of that. I thought that was very, very cool. Why does this remind me of something that you would see Joan Collins' character in Dynasty, Crystal Carrington, wearing? I don't know why, but that just screams Crystal Carrington, doesn't it? So I don't know when this piece could be from. It could be from the 70s. It could be from the 80s. I'm not entirely sure, but it was very interesting, and that's why I picked it up. So the final piece of jewelry that I picked up, or the final necklace that I picked up, I should say, is this peace sign one. Now, I know that peace signs have been, at least in pop culture sense, have been around since the 60s. And 70s, and then I think in the 90s they became popular again. I'm not really sure on the age of this one at all. It could very well be a modern piece of jewelry from Target. I'm not sure. It's not marked anywhere that I can see, but I thought it was fun nonetheless. And if we were to do a 70s theme at work for, like, you know, just like a spirit day or something, or heck, if I decide to do a 70s theme, maybe I can dress in some 70s pieces. So I thought that was a very fun piece, and it was only, I think, like $5. So it's a cool piece nonetheless. No pun intended. Cool piece. Pretty cool necklaces, don't you think? Now we're going to be checking out probably my favorite pieces that I picked out at this particular flea market. Now, don't get me wrong, I love everything that I found, but there's always just those couple of pieces that make the trip worthwhile. So, or is it worthwhile? Worthwhile. So this was very interesting. I had never seen anything quite like this before. This is a Krampus Tiki Cup. And it was made by Paul something. Oh, that's completely whitewashed. Forgive me, y'all. There we go. So it says Monk Tiki Imports. As you can see, I did invest $22 into this piece. Of course, I researched it before I picked it up, so that way I wasn't taking too much of a chance there. I saw one sell on Etsy for $50, but I think it's worth a little bit more than $50, in my opinion. So this guy I did list in my eBay store, I think for about $180. I saw one on other like tiki sites for $165. Now, granted, you can't really trust those websites specifically, because there are specific collector sites that are just, like, kind of out of the ballpark. So, of course, I have offers open on that because that is a higher dollar item. And I, of course, am willing to take reasonable offers on that. Now, this piece is for myself, and I absolutely love it. It is a Seth Thomas brass alarm clock, and it is totally space agey. I mean, the background in here and the hands on the clock look like a night sky. That is just absolutely amazing. Now, I don't care if it works. I just think it makes a great display piece, and I got it for only... It's probably not going to show, so let me bring it up a little bit closer. I got it for only $8, you guys. I was tickled. Now, I can see that on maybe a shelf or maybe even on a fireplace mantle. I mean, that is just absolutely, absolutely fantastic. All right, so these are absolutely fantastic. These are Royal Hager Mauve Agate Gazelles. They're about 8.5 inches tall. I got the pair for $20, you guys. And I did not see these listed on eBay, so I have a feeling that these might be a little bit harder to find. Now, granted, just because there aren't any listed does not necessarily mean that they are rare or hard to find. But, you know, there's probably somebody out there who's been looking for these. Again, they are listed in my eBay store. I think I have them up for about $200, with best offer open, of course, because that is a very high dollar amount for some mid-century pottery. But like I said, offers are open on those. But they're very cool. I've never seen them, and it's for the pair. I'm not asking $200 a piece. That's a little ridiculous. So I'll see what happens with those. Again, that might be something that sits for a while, unless there's somebody out there that just really has been looking for these and would just love to have them. So they are available if you are interested. And the final item that I would like to share with you all from my trip to the Warren County Fair Indoor Flea Market is the reason why I love doing what I do. And that's when I find a piece of Holt Howard, especially harder to find Holt Howard for a steal of a deal. So I'm somebody that likes to go in a booth, especially if the prices are really good. I like to go in it a few times because you don't see every single item that they have in your first trip in. So I think I may have spotted this the second time around. This booth was probably my favorite one out of the entire flea market. And I saw this in the corner of my eye, and I was like, can that really be? And I was correct. This is a Winking Santa pitcher from 1959. And it's got the Holt Howard sticker on it. And I only paid $12 for it. At Christmas time, this goes for well over $100. I love Holt Howard stuff. I think it is very, very kitschy and very, very fun. It's very much the stuff that I like myself. Over the last few years, I have found some of the mugs that go to this set, or to this pitcher, and I was thrilled to be able to find this for only $12 because, like I said, at Christmas time, I think I've seen these sell for over $150. But this is going to be for me. I am not going to be selling this because I love kitschy stuff, kitschy Christmas especially. So this is the reason why I titled this video Being at the Right Place at the Right Time, because this is just absolutely amazing. And Holt Howard stuff is extremely cute. It's very kitschy. It's very collectible. This kind of stuff. I know that Holt also made a fruit line, because I've seen some of their fruit, salt, and pepper shakers. I've seen other things by Holt Howard. But the kitschy stuff from the early days of Holt, like the late 50s into the early 60s, and all the pixie wear, that's my favorite stuff. And of course, it's the most expensive because everyone out there likes it. So anytime I can find a piece of it for a steal at $12, I just had to have this. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, if you see anything that you're interested in and it's an eBayable item, it is listed in my eBay store. Link to it is down below in the description box, along with my Instagram page. I haven't really been too active on there. I've been trying to be, but you know how that is. What else do I have to say? Make sure you all join me on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern because I'm going to be doing a vintage jewelry sale. I have a lot of clip-on earrings. I have a few necklaces. I have some brooches. And all of them are going to be starting at pretty reasonable prices. So if you are into old jewelry, be it for crafting or if you just collect, this might be the sale for you. And like I said, I'm offering this stuff pretty reasonably, and you don't want to miss it. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.